Didn't bring any notice today, or they worked out.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
First contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield. Their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in Central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
Down low.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Just me, you're closer towards 7.
Box out, bro. ball, Red. Play some people loose. Go on there, underneath. Good job, Brad. Keep it up. Let's go, Brad. Shot in. Let's go, Red.
Welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zielinski, joined today by Stratford boys basketball coach Kurt Schmidt. Coach, thanks for joining us. Remind the audience how many years you've been coaching and what in the world keeps you coming back every year.
Well, I started when I was 19, so that's a long time ago. So that would be about 28. I coached a lot of summer baseball when I was in college, Little League, Pony League, and middle school, little T-ball, all that stuff. And then I coached at Blair Taylor for a few years, JV baseball. And then I was JV baseball coach at Gallatin Trempealeau, became head baseball coach there right before I started teaching at Stratford, kind of during my student teaching time. And then at Stratford, I was JV boys coach my first year, and then head girls basketball varsity for about 4. And this one here, I'm thinking I'm in the 16 to 17 for boys, head boys. Enjoying it, love it, miss it. Just kids are great. This is like Christmas for me right now.
And a lot of us around the country, and especially here in central Wisconsin, we've always enjoyed talking to you, watching your teams play. To put a little bit of a wrap up on last year's team, conference-wise, you finished near the bottom of the conference. The end of the year, though, I thought your team got better as the season went on. You went on a 5-game winning streak before falling in a regional final over in Neillsville, in a game that you had the ball at the end, maybe a chance to do something else. So I think your team got better as the year went on. How would you grade last year's version of the Stratford Tigers boys basketball team?
You know, it's funny because the way we started, you know, the day of our first game of the season, we got a report that we had to sit out. We got exposed by a potential positive case. So we had to sit in quarantine as a team for 2 weeks. And that set us back. And I'll tell you what, my kids were great. It was hard for them. You know, but we had 5 weeks where we had 3 games in a week. We couldn't practice like normal, and there was just a lot of hard things we had to go through. But I'll tell you what, you hit it right on the head, Jason. By the last, I would say 3rd, if not 4th of the season, I thought we could beat anybody. I mean, we went right down to the wire with everybody. That it was the top of our conference. I thought we were clicking like we were an orchestra symphony at the end of the year. And that's not exaggerating. And then we went to Neillsville and we just couldn't hit anything. And it's just kind of one of those deals in basketball where they had definitely some nice length inside. So you couldn't get a lot of easy baskets. And we were forced to live a little bit more on the outside. They took the air out of the ball too, because it was a very, very, very low scoring game. They got a lead early, and then so we had to kind of, it seemed kind of shoot outside shots the majority of the time, and we didn't shoot very well. I think we shot 27 threes, and obviously we didn't come out very well there. But we had a chance at the end. I mean, we were up by 1, I think, with a minute to go, and things just didn't kind of go our way there. But, I was really proud of that group. That was a great group. They battled hard all year. They loved to play. That was a fun group to finish that season off. It was hard on me to end it that way, because they were just so much fun. But like you said, the growth that's like, wow, that's your reward as a coach, when you can go through the adversity we did and compete every night. That's all you ask for, is to compete.
38-36, my sources tell me that final score, which for a lot of your teams over the years have been halftime scores. So you were right, low scoring game. Seniors from last year's team, I'm just reading off my list here: Riley Bauman, Cody Miller, Cale Weisenberger, Max Vanderhoof, Jake Scraw, and Keegan Weiler. Pretty good group there. What are some of the memories those guys, and maybe some of the impact that group will have in seasons to come?
Well, the thing that stands out to me, they're just a fun group. There wasn't any drama with them. And you don't get a lot of that, obviously, and we seldom get it, but they came every day wanting to get better and to learn. Like, they couldn't wait to come to practice. They couldn't wait to get better. It was just, they all worked hard. They all gave it all they had. I never had any effort issues out of any of them. And, they're, even to this day, they're just pleasant. They're just pleasant kids. They come from really nice families. It's a real good group. And that's what made it hard to lose that game against Neillsville. I couldn't continue with them.
Well, we get to continue with them in spirit and memory, and those are always what a coach has. And even on this side, we always get to remember all those fun moments during the season. We turn now to the 2021-22 season, coming back from last year. One of your top scorers, Cam Dahl. What I want you to do is fill in the blanks here. Tell us about some of those other names, some of the other kids that we're going to become familiar with during this season of Tigers basketball.
Well, it's hard to mention, a few. When I look at the whole team, I really like the team. I really like the kids. I could name them all, and obviously you're looking for probably some that maybe saw a bigger jump from last year initially. But Caden Bruzewitz is a real nice point guard. We have high expectations for him. He had a really nice, when we came back, he really started to come on midway through the year. Caden Griesmer is just a real nice kid who works hard, battles hard, just gives it everything he got. Devin Ulrich, works really hard, really good athlete on the basketball floor. Zach Seitz, real good rebounder, good sense of humor, works hard. Noah Barrett will be back. He'll be a senior that'll give us, a lot of good rebounding and good defensive effort, I believe. Cameron Moots, he'll give us some height, real nice kid, wants to learn. And let's see here. I don't think I'm leaving out any seniors, but I don't have my sheet of paper in front of me. But I think I've got Cam, Caden, Griesmer, Ulrich, Seitz, and Noah. Oh yeah, Brett is also another great kid coming back. Just one of those kids, nice to everybody, great to underclassmen, great attitude, but a real nice athlete. I think he'll help us tremendously defensively. And then juniors, I really got high hopes for, these guys like Braden Schuler, who's a really good athlete. He's a nice and strong, thick kid. I'm hoping for some good post play out of him, but also the ability to shoot the basketball. And then Ashton Wrench has improved tremendously since last year. Real nice shooter, good ball handler. And then Johnny Seitz, real good defender, has really improved his game offensively. You talk about a guy with a motor. That guy has a motor. I don't think I've ever seen him tired. And then we have Isaiah Hadlock, who's going to be a contributor too. Real nice shooter, good kid. Evan Danielson, real nice, big, athletic kid. We hope he helps us in the post. And then Ben Zilke help us out with his big, huge frame. And then Brady Schmidt, we're hoping gives us a boost when we need him to be a zone buster. He's a real good shooter. So that's all my 15.
Perfect. I'm glad you were able to get through them all, because I tell people all the time, once I start naming names, you leave somebody out, you'll never hear the end of it. And it's never on purpose. It's just a lot to know all of a sudden. So we appreciate you going on the ledge, on the limb there for us, Coach. That will. I did hear
you snoring a little bit. So
possibly it's been some early mornings with deer hunting season around here. So that's always possible, no matter what the topic is. In the regular season, you compete in the Merriwood South. We take a look at that conference. A lot of noise over in Newman right now with their boys team. At Auburndale, Coach Weinfurter always puts a good team on the floor. You got a new coach down at Assumption. You got a lot of things going on in conference. The goal is always to win conference. Where do you think, coming in, where do you think your place is in the Merriwood South?
Well, I personally think we can compete for a top spot. I've had many teams. We've finished top, but we've had many teams that just second place, just can't, quite get there. Last few years, obviously we've won conference after or right before last year, but I think we can compete with the best. I really do. I think yearbook has us fourth. Last year was different because we finished fifth, beat Newman twice, and we were just, we're right there. So
You got Aiden. You good, John? Don't overhelp when defense. Good stop, bro. Hey, I got middle. That's Chewy. Chewy. Don't overhelp. Owen. You go, Red. You go, Red. Let's go. Take care of the ball. Come on. Hey, back next time, man. I got 5. Yeah! Let's go, Someone's got to step in. Good defense, Aiden. Go. Ball, Red. Let's go. Stop. Good. feet, jump out. Are you good? You good?
With more winter snow on the way, make your way to Chili Implement. Chili Implement, located conveniently between Marshfield and Chili, just north of Highway 10, is ready to help you make snow removal easier. Visit Chili Implement and see how their complete selection of Kubota and Cub Cadet snow removal machines will simplify your winter. Chili Implement open Monday through Saturday for sales, service, and parts. Chili Implement will also help you finance your next purchase. You can also see more at chiliimplement.com.
Really got to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has. You know, my best interest in mind always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Hey, we gotta D it up. We gotta D it up. All right. Top. Let's go home. Stop. Oh, you're good, Chewy. There you go. Let's go. Match up. Let's go, Hud. Let's go, defense. That's it. Do that, Sam. Come on. Come on, Sam. Hey, good fight, hey! Good defense! We go red! Let's go! Come on, boys, let's go! Red, come on over. Come on over here.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli, bacon, cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Grassland Dairy Farm.
He does have a 30 left. All right. 30. Not that. 30.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Yeah, you want some drink?
Come on, Red. Hit that dude. Oh. Are they the man? Or no? They're 3-2. Go ahead.
Don't take my mouse. Oh, is it pulling on that? Sorry. Yeah.
Help him through. Take him away. Good. Take him away, Simmons. Get up. Beaumont, don't help so far down. Let's go, ready. Back. Take one in the middle, Timmy. Come on, zone jump. Come back to you. Drop down. Go ahead. Fire it, Huey. Let's go, Red. All right, make a cut. Huey. Red ball. Get back. After pass, 1-3-1. Let's go, Red. 1 defense.
Never mind, Matt. We're good. Matt, I got it. Tape is killing me. Leave me alone.
Wrap that thing up all
man.
crazy. Watching that on national championship.
Yeah, I watched all the fourth quarter, a little bit of the third. Felt happy that it was somebody other than Alabama.
Yeah, I was pulling for Michigan before. I was like, come on, they just have one up. I'm like, well, at this point, I don't really care what happens.
See, Gavin, do you guys have a little zoom, like a little handle zoomer?
No.
No? Okay. Put that on my list for next time. I don't have one.
What does that do? Basically, it does the same thing as just happens, except it's right here.
We'll see.
I'll move my. I don't think it's gonna work unless you like turn it. I can take this.
Okay. Otherwise, we're gonna be able to squeeze in here somewhere.
Go, Red. Hey, Connor. Hey, ball on. Over here. Go right, hey, you're on. Head up.
Okay. So you three sides to mixer. A mixer is this made bigger, right? It's the same, right? I mean, adjust volume. Same as that mixer does. It's just bigger. So people get kind of weirded out by them, but they're nothing to be worried about.
Yeah, I've worked with mixers before, so I know what to do.
First experience I'm going to give you is going to be a little complicated because you got two headsets you're plugging in, and you won't have that. You can use. Okay. Some of what I'm doing, you won't be. So you have to
This is going to be ours.
Yeah.
Go, next play. Come on. Go, Red.
So this XLR, just like on your headset, so it goes from the camera into here, and then we make that mixer bigger and a little more power. That's really all that's happening. It gives you paginning, gives you the ability to control some volume from here, but it gives you the ability to hear yourself, which is, I think, a good thing.
You know, I agree. That is nice.
It's
going to be a huge upgrade for us. This is gonna be awesome.
A little bit at a time, right?
Stop there. Come on. Thank you, screens, Coleman. Let's go, run. Good dog.
Let's put your headset in here.
And then we'll just go in right there.
It goes in the headphones. So that's how you hear yourself. You hear yourself through the phone. So go ahead and just give yourself a little sound test. One-man sound test. And then as you need to, you can adjust your headphones. We'll talk about this between games. But what we'll do is we'll get your level set the way that they should be. You'll never change those then. All you'll do is use the headphones, adjust it to hear yourself more. And then tonight, because there's two of us, this is a splitter. So you can multiple. Yeah, I've got a simpler version of this. It's just a cord like this. It has two.
Yeah.
I, for the life of me, could not find where mine was. I must have gave it to somebody.
I think I used to have like a 5 splitter.
Good take, Aiden. Good take.
All right, now go ahead and get you
5 channel.
yeah, number 2 there. So just get it so you like it.
Bring up, Owen. Keep going.
I'll get on everybody. Okay, keep those on just for a second. Now we're going to practice hearing each other. Okay, you got it? Ready? Yep. Excellent. Well, this is going to be a great one. Yeah, same here.
Yes, sir.
Without this, when you plug directly in there, you'll get it.
Oh, okay. Just so you know, I'm in Pep fans, so when time comes, I won't be here.
Even easier because there's an extra person here.
Down here, pretty much.
Same for football too, right?
Yeah.
That's not a problem.
Straight up. Good on.
I was going to say, back on last week's Thursday, it went really good. The only thing I wish, like, obviously it was in 5, you know, like that day. But what really good is that I was doing skateboard, and then also, like, this is like, it's kind of visual mind, but I think it turned out really well outside of that. So, like, you should maybe, if there's someone else in our team that should something like that, I don't know, just, I enjoy it a lot.
I would say you're probably a resurrection.
Oh, so I'm the only person that really interesting.
Yeah, I don't know anybody else on the staff that had a wrestling.
Yeah, I know Joe said he wasn't a huge fan, so I was like, we'll see now.
Yeah, I know about wrestling just because of the news.
Be good. Get back. Let's go, Red.
15,
Yeah,
18 years.
the only thing I have in my notes is my thing.
Double mark. 30 seconds.
I thought they were just going to hold it the whole time. I know they're actually shooting. Giving you guys all kinds of cool stuff. It's a zoom toggle switch.
Oh, it's that thing.
Yep, I just happen to have one with me. Now it's yours.
As the year goes on, we accumulate more and more.
Yeah, that'll help you out a lot, probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think so. So. Yeah. One at a time, right? Welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zielinski, joined today by Stratford boys basketball coach Kurt Schmidt. Coach, thanks for joining us. Remind the audience how many years you've been coaching and what in the world keeps you coming back every year.
Well, I started when I was 19, so that's a long time ago. So that would be about 28. I coached a lot of summer baseball when I was in college, Little League, Pony League, and middle school, little T-ball, all that stuff. And then I coached at Blair Taylor for a few years, JV baseball. And then I was JV baseball coach at Electric Trempealeau, became head baseball coach there right before I started teaching at Stratford, kind of during my student teaching time. And then at Stratford, I was JV boys coach my first year, and then head girls basketball varsity for about 4. And this one here, I'm thinking I'm in the 16 to 17 for boys, head boys. Enjoying it, love it, miss it. Just kids are great. This is like Christmas for me right now.
And a lot of us around the country, and especially here in central Wisconsin, we've always enjoyed talking to you, watching your teams play. To put a little bit of a wrap up on last year's team, conference-wise, you finished near the bottom of the conference. The end of the year, though, I thought your team got better as the season went on. You went on a 5-game winning streak before falling in a regional final over in Neillsville, in a game that you had the ball at the end, maybe a chance to do something else. So I think your team got better as the year went on. How would you grade last year's version of the Stratford Tigers boys basketball team?
You know, it's funny because the way we started, you know, the day of our first game of the season, we got a report that we had to sit out. We got exposed by a potential positive case or a positive case. So we had to sit in quarantine as a team for 2 weeks. And that set us back. And I'll tell you what, my kids were great. It was hard for them. You know, but we had 5 weeks where we had 3 games in a week. We couldn't practice like normal, and there was just a lot of hard things we had to go through. But I'll tell you what, you hit it right on the head, Jason. By the last, I would say 3rd, if not 4th of the season, I thought we could beat anybody. I mean, we went right down to the wire with everybody. That it was the top of our conference. I thought we were clicking like we were an orchestra symphony at the end of the year. And that's not exaggerating. And then we went to Neillsville and we just couldn't hit anything. And it's just kind of one of those deals in basketball where they had definitely some nice length inside, so you couldn't get a lot of easy baskets. And we were forced to live a little bit more on the outside. They took the air out of the ball too, because it was a very, very, very low scoring game. They got a lead early, and then so we had to kind of, you know, it seemed kind of shoot outside shots the majority of the time, and we didn't shoot very well. I think we shot 27 threes, and obviously we didn't come out very well there. But we had a chance at the end. I mean, we were up by 1, I think, with a minute to go, and things just didn't kind of go our way there. But, you know, I was really proud of that group. That was a great group. They battled hard all year. They loved to play. That was a fun group to finish that season off. It was hard on me to end it that way because they were just so much fun. But like you said, the growth was, that's like, wow, that's your reward as a coach when you can go through the adversity we did and compete every night. That's all you ask for, is to compete.
38-36, my sources tell me that final score, which for a lot of your teams over the years have been halftime scores. So you were right, low scoring game. Seniors from last year's team, I'm just reading off my list here: Riley Bauman, Cody Miller, Cale Weisenberger, Max Vanderhoof, Jake Scraw, and Keegan Weiler. Pretty good group there. What are some of the memories those guys and maybe some of the impact that group will have in seasons to come?
Well, the thing that stands out to me, they're just a fun group. There wasn't any drama with them. And you don't get a lot of that, obviously, and we seldom get that, but they came every day wanting to get better and to learn. Like they couldn't wait to come to practice. They couldn't wait to get better. It was just, they all worked hard. They all gave it all they had. I never had any effort issues out of any of them. And, they're, even to this day, they're just pleasant. They're just pleasant kids. They come from really nice families. It's a real good group. And that's what made it hard to lose that game against Neillsville. I couldn't continue with them.
Well, we get to continue with them in spirit and memory, and those are always what a coach has. And even on this side, we always get to remember all those fun moments during the season. We turn now to the 2021-22 season, coming back from last year, one of your top scorers, Cam Dahl. What I want you to do is fill in the blanks here. Tell us about some of those other names, some of the other kids that we're going to become familiar with during this season of Tigers basketball.
Well, it's hard to mention, a few. And when I look at the whole team, I really like the team. I really like the kids. I could name them all. And obviously you're looking for probably some that maybe saw a bigger jump from last year initially, but Caden Bruzewitz is a real nice point guard. We have high expectations for him. He had a really nice, when we came back, he really started to come on midway through the year. Caden Griesmer is just a real nice kid who works hard, battles hard, just gives it everything he got. Devin Ulrich, works really hard, really good athlete on the basketball floor. Zach Seitz, real good rebounder, good sense of humor, works hard. Noah Barrett will be back. He'll be a senior that'll give us, a lot of good rebounding and good defensive effort, I believe. Cameron Moots, he'll give us some height, real nice kid, wants to learn. And let's see here. I don't think I'm leaving out any seniors, but I don't have my sheet of paper in front of me. But I think I've got Cam, Caden, Griesmer, Ulrich, Seitz, and Noah. Oh yeah, Brett is also another great kid coming back. Just one of those kids, nice to everybody, great to underclassmen, great attitude, but a real nice athlete. I think he'll help us tremendously defensively. And then juniors, I really got high hopes for, these guys like a Braden Schuler, who's a really good athlete. He's a nice and strong, thick kid. I'm hoping for some good post play out of him, but also the ability to shoot the basketball. And then Ashton Wrench has improved tremendously since last year. Real nice shooter, good ball handler. And then Johnny Seitz, real good defender, has really improved his game offensively. You talk about a guy with a motor. That guy has a motor. I don't think I've ever seen him tired. And then we have Isaiah Hadlock, who's going to be a contributor too. Real nice shooter, good kid. Evan Danielson, real nice, big, athletic kid. We hope he helps us in the post. And then Ben Zilke help us out with his big, huge frame. And then Brady Schmidt, we're hoping gives us a boost when we need him to be a zone buster. He's a real good shooter. So that's all my 15.
Perfect. I'm glad you were able to get through them all, because I tell people all the time, once I start naming names, you leave somebody out, you'll never hear the end of it. And it's never on purpose. It's just a lot to know all of a sudden. So we appreciate you going on the ledge, on the limb there for us, Coach. That will. I did hear
you snoring a little bit. So
possibly it's been some early mornings with deer hunting season around here, so that's always possible, no matter what the topic is. In the regular season, you compete in the Merriwood South. We take a look at that conference. A lot of noise over in Newman right now with their boys team. At Auburndale, Coach Weinberger always puts a good team on the floor. You got a new coach down at Assumption. You got a lot of things going on in conference. The goal is always to win conference. Where do you think, coming in, where do you think your place is in the Marywood South?
Well, I personally think we can compete for a top spot. I've had many teams, we've finished top, but we've had many teams that just second place, just can't, quite get there. Last few years, obviously we've won conference after or right before last year, but I think we can compete with the best. I really do. I think Yearbook has us fourth. Last year was different because we finished fifth, beat Newman twice, and we were just, we're right there. So this year, I think there's a logjam. I think, there's clearly there's some that are considered favorites, but I'm looking forward to competing, and we got to prove them otherwise.
You mentioned Yearbook. I'll see Mark Miller here in a few weeks. I'll make sure to rough him up on your account on that. Edgar, by the way, went to state last year too out of conference, so you got a lot going on there. All right, we'll kind of take another maybe a look at something a little bit outside of your team, and as we preview this team, but something that has changed this year is the postseason seeding process. You'll no longer gather in a room full of other coaches. You're going to have a computer tell you what your seed is. Just kind of give us your thoughts on that and this change, and what that's going to mean to you.
Well, I remember the good old days where it was just a random thing before your season started. That was the worst way to do it. I think the WIAA tried to get it right with coaches, but you also are dealing with human bias. That's easy. And the computer, is not going to get it exactly right either, but neither did coaches sitting in a meeting always get it right. The hard part's going to be when you have the undefeated team or the one with a really great record who didn't play a lot of great teams. And then you had the program that played 6 teams that are unbelievable or divisions above them. And I know the computer is supposed to take that into consideration, but it's still a computer, I think that's where you're going to have the issues here is do coaches try to schedule easier non-conference games to get the best seed, or are they looking at it as, well, scheduling good non-conference helps us get better always. So if we are 2 or 3 seed, is that going to really matter? Obviously it does when you play home or you don't play home. It does matter a little bit. Everybody knows that. So I don't mind it. I don't have a problem with it. I don't really have a true opinion on it. I guess it's a wait and see type thing because it's new. I've seen it where coaches don't even show up to seeding meetings, and then that affects outcomes because they're not there to vote. So now you're going by coin flips and whatever things. So we'll see. I don't get too worried about it because there's always factors you can't control anyway, even no matter what system you run.
Yeah, one of the things you brought up that the football coaches found out is that a win is a win. It doesn't matter what division the opponent was in, home or away. A win is a win. They're all equally weighted in that way. So it'll be interesting to see, and we look forward to that point. But we got a whole season to go to get there first. One of the things new in this season is attendance. There is no attendance cap. So come one, come all, fill up the gym. That's always the goal. We tell people this all the time. Get down to the gym, cheer whatever it is that you're watching on. What kind of difference, now that you had that experience last year, what kind of difference maker is that having a gym full of people?
No, it's huge. It can't explain it. It's huge. I remember when I coached girls basketball way back in 2000, 2001, I think it was. And I remember, they struggled to win for, I guess compete for a conference championship for a very long time. We ended up winning, I think, first time in school history that first year. And I remember the kids coming out we had a big game against Spencer, and they had 1 loss. We were undefeated. I think we're 15-0, something like that. And I remember the girls walking out of the locker room, and they were in amazement at how packed both sides of our gym was. Like, it was packed both sides. They've never seen that before. So I share that story because it matters to kids. It matters. Boys, the same. It matters when the gym is packed. It means a lot to them. And I remember the guys I had, the season got cut. One of the hardest things they talked about besides the season getting cut was playing in that Wausau West gym with hardly any fans. They just said it was eerie. Believe it or not, athletes, they feed off of fans. So
yeah, you're exactly right. So do we on the broadcast end. It was weird for us. It was no better time last year in the playoffs where they lifted some of those attendance caps and let everybody in. So with that being said, a number of your games we will have live. The goal still is to get down to the gym, use us as a backup when at all possible. Matt Dickinson will be on the call for most of the games. You might find me in the gym every now and then, Coach. We're really looking forward to you getting on the floor, and best of luck coming up here in the year.
Thanks a lot for all you do, Jason. We appreciate it as coaches and schools. And, we appreciate you being a frontier man around here, what you're doing.
Stratford boys basketball coach, Kurt Schmidt. All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Stratford, Wisconsin. Almost time for Merrillwood South Conference basketball tonight. It'll be Matt Dickinson on the call. My name is Jason Zielinski. We've got a pair of 6-1 Merrillwood South basketball teams here tonight. The Stratford Tigers, the home Stratford Tigers, and the visiting Newman Catholic Cardinals. Matt, I think we got a pretty good game here in store for us. I'll go through some of the ramifications and implications of tonight's game, but maybe first, Matt, take us through some of the scoring leaders, perhaps first for the Stratford Tigers.
Yeah, so for Stratford, we'll start off at their overall record, 10-1 on the season. 6-1 in the Merrillwood South Conference is tied for first, along with Marathon and Newman. Their coach is Kurt Schmidt. And on a 5-game win streak, they're hot right now. Some of the leading scorers for the Tigers, Cam Dahl, 15 points per game. Behind him, Ashton Wrench with 10.5. Then Caden Brusewitz with 8.2, and Braden Schiller with 6.8. And the Tigers, they also have, you see their top scorers right there. They also have some really good rebounders on this team, and Devin Nolik and Caden Reesmer. Those guys play in the paint, do a good job protecting the rim, and those are their defensive stars for this team.
And I've had the luxury, the advantage. I don't even know the right word to say. I've seen Newman a lot this year. I was down in Milwaukee. They were in an invitational event down in Milwaukee where they got to play against some interesting teams not from this area. And they're a very dynamic team. 3 guys go for over 60 points combined. And they are a load to stop offensively. They are a high-scoring outfit. And we'll get into this more later, but Stratford is I think their calling card, their identity is a defensive team, so this is a pretty interesting game. So I guess take us through the Newman scoring leaders and names that we're going to hear during the broadcast tonight.
So the Newman Catholic Cardinals this season are 10-2 overall, 6-1 in the conference. Said before, they're tied with Stratford Marathon. Their head coach is Corey Marquardt, and they're on a 3-game win streak. For them, Mason Prey, 21 points per game. Then Isaac Seidel, 19.5 per game. And Connor Kroc with just shy of 10 at 9.8.
Yeah, so they score a lot. Seidel, a 3-point threat. Mason Prey is gonna drive the lane. Connor Kroc is going to do a lot of different stuff. You can find him shooting from the outside. He's going to get to the rim. Those three, and with Connor Kroc, he really is kind of that final piece that really bends your defense, and you hope it doesn't break. But the Cardinals hope it does, and that's kind of that three-headed attack that they have. Let's take a commercial break, and we'll bring you back for a little bit more updates on our game here. Again, it's coming up soon, Newman and Stratford on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment
A&B Process Systems has been a proud member of the Stratford community since 1973. You can find your next career in engineering, welding, and more at A&B Process Systems. Our campus also includes our exclusive Factory Acceptance Testing Center with full-service testing capabilities to ensure that your equipment will perform to your expectations. Visit A&B Process Systems on Facebook today for more information. All right, back here to Stratford, where we hear the Stratford Tiger Pep Band playing. Our very own Gavin Zellick is on the horn section up there. He will produce today's game just as soon as his Pep Band duties are done a little bit later on here. We got, as you can see in the background there, about 7 minutes left before we'll get starting lineups, national anthem, and things of that nature. But again, it's a really interesting game here tonight. Again, Jason Zaleski here, Matt Dickinson also with me. It's a really interesting game, as I said at the top. Both teams come in with a conference mark of 6-1. Both have lost to Marathon at Marathon. Both will get a chance to play Marathon again at home. That comes a little bit later on the season. By the way, I'll stop that little preamble there to tell you that Marathon is at Assumption tonight, and that game is live at ZaleskiSports.com. A wise Merriwood South basketball fan would be watching both of these games at the same time. We will be. So both will get a chance to play Marathon again on their home floor. But what one team won't have the advantage of tonight, Matt, is taking a loss. The team that loses tonight, not only will they have 2 conference losses, Marathon, you would suspect, will beat Assumption later on tonight. We'll keep you updated on that game, though. And then, of course, the winner here moves on and wins. So you'll have Marathon, should they do what we think they'll do and beat Assumption at 7-1. The winner here will be 7-1, and then the loser will be 6-2 and have been beat by Marathon and the team that they face here today. They'll put themselves in a real hole, the loser will. That's going to be a tough spot to be, I think.
Yeah, this is playoff time now. You have to think of it this way.
Yeah.
This is where you have to treat this game as winning the playoffs, and yeah, you don't have the option to lose tonight. This is for conference. There's a lot of ramifications like you just listed. I think this is be a good – I think both teams can take advantage of this night and treat it as a chance almost to kind of warm up like a playoff game, treat it that way, and then get used to what you're going to see later on this season.
So this is why we've added a guy to the broadcast tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Able to free myself up. By the way, a big night at Zaleski Sports. We say that a lot, and because it is, but it's tough to keep saying that. People may not believe you after a while, but it really is. Here's what we've got cooking tonight. We've got Gilman at Greenwood girls basketball. Varsity tip is just around the corner there. It's Stevens Point at Marshfield. That's Wisconsin Valley Conference hockey with Cale Jacoby on the call. I take a look in there. They're going through, it looks like national anthem and starting lineups right now. By the way, Joe Anderson on the call for that Greenwood and Gilman girls basketball tilt. Loyal is at Amherst. We'll have a special guest announcer over there. That's a non-conference boys basketball game. Columbus Catholic is at Neelsville with Larry Hazer and Dick Olson on the call. That is for Columbus anyway, who trails in the Cloverbelt East girls standings, an important game. Neelsville still undefeated in conference. Only one loss for the Neelsville Warriors on the year. Medford is at Mosney. That's boys basketball. That's Great Northern Conference boys basketball with Justin Shashewski on the call. Looks like they're going through pregame warm-ups over there, just like we are here. I mentioned Marathon at Assumption boys basketball, and Merriwood South basketball fans, that's all of you listening to this, should be watching both of those games. And we've got Steve Maves on the call down in Wisconsin Rapids. And then we've got a real treat going on in Green Bay. Matt, it's at the Resch Center, and we are broadcasting live De Pere and Mosney, and that looks fantastic.
That does. That is awesome.
That is really cool right there. And hockey is a great sport. Mm-hmm. All right, we're diverting a little bit from our game here, but I just looking at this in just awe and amazement. So high school hockey, especially for us on the broadcast side with cameras, you sit awfully close to the ice.
Yep.
So I showed Matt here just a moment ago our broadcast location in Marshfield. I mean, we're bam right on the ice right now. That's in hockey they call the arenas barns. Okay, so the barns are small, which is a fun thing in high school hockey. But you get to play at a professional arena like that, and we give a real fun look to that. It looks totally different, and for hockey, the puck is small. The ice, the action can be up and down, and you get that. We're probably between the second and third level looking down. You're just able to see a lot of that hockey game from up there. It looks so cool.
That is the perfect angle. I love that right there. That is awesome, man.
So, yeah, if you guys out there listen to us right now, get a chance and go check out Mosney De Pere hockey from the Resch Center. We're broadcasting it live, and so like I said, a big night on Zaleski Sports. If we can get our hands on it, we're going to choke it to death, and we're going to have a great time with it. And I got Mike Wendlandt, Vinny Villarreal on the call over there, Trevor Zaleski broadcasting that game over there. So that's our whole rundown. That's 8 games that are live right now, and you should be watching more than one, but the one you've got your eye on right now is Newman and Stratford. Let's see here. I've said a lot. Let me take a break, and we'll come back in time for starting lineups here from Stratford on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? Do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili. All right, back here to Stratford, just about time for starting lineups and national anthem. And for that, we will turn it over to our PA announcer, Mr. Scott Bauman.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stratford High School. Tonight's matchup features the top spot in the Maryland Conference South Open.
Top spot.
It features the the Newman Catholic Cardinals and the Stratford Tigers. Stratford High School welcomes all players and fans from both schools. Stratford High School, Newman Catholic High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship and education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege, with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating a high dose of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. At this time, we ask those who are able to please stand Remove your hat and place your hand over your heart as we join the Stratford High School pep band under the direction of Mr. John Herkinger as we honor America, those currently defending our freedom, and all veterans with the playing of the national anthem. A huge thank you to all former, current, and future military personnel. And now, introducing the starting lineup for the visiting Newman Catholic Fighting Cardinals. Starting at guard, 6'3", junior, number 1, Mason Gray. Starting at guard, 6'2", junior, number 10, Third up forward at 6'1", senior number 15, Jacob Whitner. Third at guard, 6'2", junior number 23, Ivan Seidel. And third up forward at 6'3", junior number 24, Egon Gustafson. He's assisted by Carter Bray. And now, Tiger fans, let's hear you make some noise. Here's the starting lineup for the Stratford Tigers. Starting at guard, 5'10", junior, number 4, Ashton Rich. Starting at guard, 5'9", senior, number 5, Caden Bruce. Starting at forward, at 6'1", senior, number 11, Devin Ulrich. Starting at guard, 6'1", senior, number 13, Camden Ball. And starting at guard, 6'1", senior, number 22, Caden Greenberg. That goes for Track Tigers and Church Smith, assisted by Garrett Boston, Porter Battle, and Bill Clever.
Welcome everybody here at Stratford for this one, as we have the Stratford Tigers facing the Newman Catholic Cardinals. I am Matthew Dickinson, joined by Jason Zaleski and Gavin Zellick producing tonight. And here we are for the opening tip. And it is won by Newman, but there's a violation on Newman, and it will be Tigers ball.
Okay, so just a tip that didn't get tipped.
Now the Tigers will start. This is Brusewitz with it for Stratford.
Saw that a lot last year, Matt, with the weird rules from last year. It was the opening inbound, and that's essentially what we got here tonight.
Yeah. Now the Tigers have it, their first possession. This is Wrench rolling over. He looks to Dahl. Now Griesmer with it. Griesmer, our player of the game last week. He had 19 points, over 10 rebounds. Talk to him. That could be his performance that opens up his confidence and unleashes the beast of Caden Griesmer this season.
So Prey and the Cardinals pull down the rebound. We'll see the Cardinals for the first time on offense tonight.
This right here is Kroc with it, spinning, going up, and off the glass, no good, rebounded by Wrench. Wrench pass over to Brusewitz. 0-0 here, 17 to go in the first.
Cardinals start out in man-to-man defense. They played a lot of 1-3-1 this year, but they start out in man here. We'll see how long they stay in it. It'll all kind of depend on how well they fare when the Tigers come inside and in the paint like they do now.
Oh, and a nice shot by Griezmer for 2. Tigers up 2-0.
Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on that situation. That'll be one of the first changes I think that Newman will make is head back to a zone if the Tigers are able to get inside like they did there.
Griezmer makes a nice move inside, and now 2-0 lead in Newman's ball. This is Gustafson. Pass over to Kroc. Kroc going inside, guarded by Wrench. Makes a move, that one to the side of the backboard, rebounded by Wrench again. That's Wrench's second.
Yeah, Kroc kind of over-dribbled it there a little bit. He's got 4 other guys to choose from, and may have forgot about that time down.
This is Brusewitz now over to Cam Dahl. Cam Dahl, leading scorer for the Tigers this season with 15 points per game. He can get hot in a hurry, and Newman's going to want to stop him from doing that tonight. That one's no good. Rebounded by the Cardinals. And a pass stolen by Ulrich. Tigers ball. This is Griezmer going inside again. Up, no good, and the foul.
So a couple times here early. Again, I'm going to talk about it until I don't want to talk about it, but a couple times here, Stratford been able to get that ball inside. It's been a real concern for Newman on the season, and it's been a concern here now for Coach Marquardt in the opening minutes here tonight.
And Newman fortunate to avoid the shooting foul there. Griezmer, a very good free throw shooter, as that three-pointer from Dahl, no good, rebounded by Gustafson. This is Kroc going up again a third time. Got that one, 2-2.
So Connor Kroc is he's a shooter. I mean, again, he Prey and Seidel all combined score over 60 points per game, and you saw Kroc there, unfazed by his early unsuccessfulness getting to the rim. They got there that time and put it home.
Yeah, I like that aggressiveness. Just keep going to it. It's going to work at some point, you know.
Yeah, Cardinals going to shoot the ball. They don't remember a miss. They like to make the shots.
It's like there was a finger on that one on defense there by Seidel. It's now Newman's ball. Tied up 2-2, 15 to go here. Three-pointer from Kroc. That one too short.
Yeah, had the line just off the front of the rim, but again, Matt, you're taking a look at the Cardinals for the first time tonight. They're going to shoot the ball.
Mm-hmm.
They are very comfortable shooting the ball, and they're comfortable getting back on offense. That's their thing. And another drive inside. Newman, man-to-man, has been Stratford been able to take advantage of that here a few times. Now they do get the free throws on the take inside.
Yes, that sends Caden Brusewitz to the line. Brusewitz this season for the Tigers, averaging 8 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, and about 6.5 assists. He's the point guard for this team. Does a good job at it, creating shots for his teammates and whatnot.
Yeah, the thing I'll note here is the fan discrepancy here. Now, we're in Stratford. Mm-hmm. Wausau's not that far away. It's about a 10-1, maybe even a 12-1 discrepancy, Stratford and Newman. Newman fans, where are you? Get down to the gym. Let's go.
Yeah, and Stratford, that's a real home field advantage. I mean, these fans get loud, that student section. That's no joke. It's tough to play here when they start getting loud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially in that first half where you're defensively on this end with the kids right in front of you. They can make it difficult.
All right, now Newman's ball. Gustafson poked loose out of bounds, stays with the Cardinals. 14:37 to go here in the first. 4-2 Stratford leads.
Yeah, I think even a little bit fortunate for Newman there. I'm not sure that didn't go off of Gustafson, but it'll be Prey to inbound.
Prey's got it to Seidel. Seidel pass over, and
this is going to be a foul on Gustafson underneath the basket. As it'll be team foul number 3 already on Newman. That's the other thing, Matt, that we didn't talk about in the pregame. Newman racks up the fouls. They're aggressive, and they're going to get after it. And if the whistles blow, it's almost always going to be a Newman foul.
Now the Tigers with it here. This is Dahl, pass over to Schiller, who's now in the game for the first time tonight. And the Tigers this season, you talk about fouls, they're shooting 54% from the free throw line.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad, though.
Yeah, what it is for the Tigers, they have a few guys that are really able to make their shots, and then there's kind of a drop-off there. So you kind of have your guys who are your good shooters, and then after that, there's it is noticeable from the free throw line at least.
Now, there was a time, though, in basketball history that type of free throw percentage would be called really bad, and guys would be benched for it, but nowadays that seems to be acceptable.
So that one no good there from Schiller, three-pointer. Schiller, although, speaking of free throws, not the best free throw shooter, but a really good three-point shooter, so he has good distance, and that one no good there. Now snags the rebound here. It's Stratford's ball again. Still 4-2, 13 and a half to go.
Yeah.
Ulrich holds off, got the points.
Yep, Coach Marquardt has seen enough. He's going to call the timeout. We will take that timeout. Stratford leads 6-2 here on Zaleski Sports. Peters Beef is located right here in central Wisconsin to help you get quality beef straight from the source. Ryan Peters and his family operate a cattle farm in Portage County that services all of Wisconsin. No middleman, no grocery store markup, just great prices from the family-owned and operated Peters Beef. Go to petersbeef.com for locally raised meat and easy convenience with shipping right to your door or pick up in Plover, Wisconsin. petersbeef.com.
Fleet Farm's hiring event is going on now. All locations are looking to hire. Get competitive pay, flexible scheduling, and a 20% discount for you and your immediate family. Apply online today. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955.
Marathon leads Assumption 13-6. That with 13:30 left in the first half, so they're about parallel with us. And Marathon now leads by 10, 16-6. You should be watching that game. If you're watching this one, there's no reason you're not watching that one with conference leader Marathon in action.
Oh, and that three-pointer knocked down by Pfiffner. 6-2-5.
Okay, as I said, Newman's going to keep shooting the ball. They're going to see if they can, no matter what the scoreboard says, see if they can just keep pouring them on and draw it within one here early.
So our score is 6-5, now 13 to go. This is Dahl, and turns it over.
Yeah, they're going to say that that was an offensive foul on, I don't have all the names memorized. That's Bruzewitz. They said he was moving, setting that screen on the outside, so ball turned over. First foul of the night for the Tigers.
All right, now Newman with it. As Prey brings it up. No points for Prey tonight. He's the leading scorer for the Cardinals this season.
Yeah, we've seen Prey get off to slow starts as that shot missed. And then all of a sudden, in the second half, he'll put in 25. So don't ever count out Mason Prey.
Bruzewitz top of the key over to Griesmer. Griesmer has 2 points tonight. Bruzewitz thought about that one. That'll be a foul there on Pfiffner.
So we get our first substitution of the night. This will be Jackson Fender coming in as Pfiffner will head out. It's team foul number 4, and as I said, Newman's they're gonna get in your grill. They're gonna try to disrupt you, even if they foul you. They don't care a whole lot about that. They just want to disrupt you and make you think twice about whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah, so already not even a third of the way into the first half, 4 team fouls.
Yeah, and they're comfortable playing in that spot. They played in that space all year. That doesn't concern Coach Marquardt and the Cardinals at all.
This is Schiller goes up, off the glass, no good. Still rolling around, and Griesmer will come down with it. That's one thing for the Tigers, too. Their offensive rebounding is really good as well. Get a lot of extra possessions by doing that. So that one no good, brought down by Kroc.
Yeah, Cardinals may have switched to a zone on that possession. We'll keep an eye on it the next time down on defense.
Oh, a nasty three! Knocked down by Seidel.
Yeah, he's going to make a lot of them. That's his first one tonight. Cardinals take the lead.
He just got it, catch and shoot. 8-6, just like that. Back-to-back, well, not quite back-to-back, but 2 3-pointers makes it 8-6. Now Newman on top. This is Ranch, who's going to pull up himself, and that one no good.
Yeah, Cardinals they have stayed in that man-to-man defense. It was just man-to-man defense that didn't look very good that last time down. Back-to-back now for Seidel, and timeout Coach Kurt Schmidt and the Tigers as the Cardinals have run up a 5-point lead, and Matt's going to tell us about H&S Manufacturing.
H&S Manufacturing in Marshfield is hiring. If you're a hard-working individual, then we need you. Do you want a solid company that offers top wages along with a very generous benefits package? Then check out our open positions at H&S. Our benefits include health, dental, life, and disability, plus 401k, cash bonuses, a $2 shift bonus, and a substantial vacation plan that lets you earn a vacation from your very first day. We're looking for welders, painters, and assemblers for both first and second shift. To apply online, Google us at HS Manufacturing or log on to hsmfgco.com. Again, that's hsmfgco.com. All right, back to the action here. 11-6. We just saw 3 3-pointers give a 5-point lead for Newman now. 11:25 to go. Tigers have the ball.
You think back to that Newman timeout from a few minutes ago, and it's been all Cardinals since that timeout.
And it was 3-pointers just firing away. That's the last thing the Tigers want, is for Newman to get hot from the 3-point line. Is that one? Brusewitz no good. Ulrich has it. He is fouled, and he will shoot 2.
So again, it's one of my concerns for Newman tonight is how will they deal with the Tigers inside, and that time Ulrich wins the inside battle.
So Ulrich heads to the line now. He has 2 points tonight. Ulrich on the season for the Tigers, 6.5 points per game, 4 rebounds. First one is good. So that's 3 for Ulrich now, 11-7 here with 11-11 on the score clock. Ulrich's second is good as well. Makes it 11-8. It's 4 points for Ulrich tonight.
So, you know, a lot of times games are won from the free throw line. We'll keep an eye on that. But two early free throws there for the Tigers, and able to trim it. But you take a look at a full basketball game, and you win. You score a lot from the free throw line, maybe even win the free throw shooting battle, and oftentimes you're going to go on to win the game.
Going inside is Seidel, loses it, and Wrench is there to recover. The Tigers get a possession here. Griesmer kicks out. Wrench, 3-pointer, doesn't pull the trigger. Pass over to Brusewitz now. Now Cam Dahl. Cam Dahl tonight, no points.
Yet.
Yeah, no points yet. him and Prey. As he gets 2 right there.
He heard you, Matt.
He did.
He said, all right, I got you, buddy.
Yeah,
Let me go to work.
It's funny with Cam Dahl because he's kind of the same as Prey, where it could be real slow and then things just hit and he scores, a wave of 10 points, and you just look up and you're like, how did that happen? That 3-pointer there, no good. Brusewitz comes down with it.
Nice baseline drive there by Kroc, and then the weak side feed, but the 3-pointer not there.
There it is. Oh, Cam Dahl for 3!
So 5 straight points for Dahl. Tigers back in the lead.
That's what we're talking about right there. 5 points just like that. And now the Tigers up 13-11. That pass wayward out of bounds. It'll be Stratford's ball.
Yeah, they were looking to feed the post inside Gustafson, but couldn't find it down there. And the feed was a little bit too tall, like you said, Matt, and out of bounds it goes.
Yeah, and it's interesting. You see the timeout taken by the Tigers and Coach Schmidt, and now they've kind of found a little stride here with 7 in a row of their own. So interesting to kind of see how that's playing out. You see Brady Schmidt in the game for the first time. Brady Schmidt, he's going to make some nice shots tonight. Every game, I'm telling you, he makes a 3-pointer here and there, which is crucial to the game. So let's see keep your eye on Brady Schmidt.
All right.
Pass over to Schiller now. And now Brusewitz. Schiller going inside, open lane, throws it up, no good. Gustafson keeps it alive, gets it into Prey. Now Seidel, pass over to Kroc in the wing. He goes up to Seidel, back to Kroc. Kroc spinning, pulls up, is good.
Like I said in the pregame, Matt, Connor Kroc, he doesn't do any one thing the best, but he just does a little bit of everything, and we saw it there. And just able to, if you think of it, he's kind of the glue to everything else. And if he gets going, you got 3 players, maybe even 4 that you got to stop for these Cardinals, and it's a tough job.
Yeah, he's been involved in so many of their possessions, just, even if it's not scoring, just touching the ball. And now the Tigers have it here. It's tied up at 13, 8:30 to go.
A little surprised Cardinals have stayed in this man defense, but if you're Coach Marquardt, you're tied at 13. You like the man defense, I guess you'll stay in it. If you're in it, you'll stay in it.
Now Brusewitz with it. He's going to go, steps back, and no good. Ulrich has it, though. Again, another offensive rebound.
Yeah, Cardinals, again, it was, I'll keep saying it until somebody proves me wrong, but it was my concern for them coming in, that inside game.
Oh, Cam Dahl rattles it in. He will take the tough shots, and he has no fear of doing it, and he makes a lot of them. Makes it look easy.
Yeah, he got his, with Kroc, he got Kroc up in the air, and then from that point, it was elementary.
15-13 now, Tigers on top. Cam Dahl with 7 points, just like that. Just like that. Croc over to Fender. And this is Seidel. And
yeah.
they're traveling.
Yeah, the pivot foot moved just a little bit. He tried to throw the brakes on, but not able to get everything stopped all at once. And Seidel's going to come out. Take a breather.
You know, and speaking of turnovers, it hasn't really been that many. I think that's only, I mean, it's under 5 so far here in the first half. So it's been a clean game in that regard of, you know, not doing anything too crazy, playing sloppy. It's been a clean game.
Yeah, there hasn't been any concerns about that. As we got a Fido sighting here tonight. I'll tell that story later.
This is wrench.
Newman fans know what Fido is. That's blocked by Gustafson.
What a block by Gustafson there, and this pass to Fender. Fender goes up, no good, no foul. Tigers able to hold off Newman on that possession. 7 to go here, 2-point game. Griesmer with it. Pass over to Brusewitz. Brusewitz to Brady Schmidt, who takes a three-pointer right there. That one a bit off to the right.
Next dead ball, we'll see Charlie Shields come in for Newman for the first time. He waits by the scorer's table. After sister Lauren just stopped by to give him a bottle of water. That's Fido for those that don't know. Or those that do know, and one, and the muscles for Jackson Fender.
Now Fender has a chance here to increase the lead, or make it a lead for tonight, 16-15 here.
Jackson not afraid to show his biceps there. He didn't have a whole lot of meat on his arms yet, but he flexed whatever he did have.
Hey, but he made the shot when it mattered, and the chance here to take the lead.
He did one thing. I got him on the muscles, but he's got me on the ball. He was able to score that. I probably wouldn't have been able to.
Me neither. Is that one no good? And Griesmer recovers. So tied up at 15.
Yeah, but a great game between two 6-1 teams. Teams that are fighting to keep pace with Marathon. Top of the Merrillwood South basketball standings.
Griesmer goes inside, just throws it up, got it for 2. Griesmer, he has 4. Tigers lead 17-15. Now Newman with it. This is Prey.
Yeah, Coach Marquardt calls for floor spacing for his guys. Here's Prey.
Takes that one, too short. And it looks like our guy Shields has it.
Yeah, comes in the game, gets a board. So go to work right away. Hasn't been able to open that bottle of water from Sister yet, though.
They'll be waiting for him on the sideline after a tough few more possessions out there for him. And they run into each other. They're going to call. So what's the call there, Jason? They're going to.
Well, they're going to call. It's an offensive foul on Croc. So similar to a moving screen, if not just a moving screen. But that's the call there. As we take a look here, Marathon 27, Assumption 17. They've got 6:29 left, and so Marathon doing so far what we thought they would do. They're going to. If this were to play out as the scoreboard says and as we think, they'll move to 7-1. So one of these two teams is going to join them at 7-1.
Ooh, a nice move there, 2 for Dahl. Yep. The assist by Brusewitz, 4-point lead.
Brusewitz to Dahl on the alley-oop. Here's Prey on the move, and they're going to say offensive foul on Mason Prey. Basket is waved off.
That's crushing right there because that was a nice comeback, nice answer to that oop by Brusewitz and Dahl, but there'll be a no-go, and
that was foul number 2 on their top scorer, Mason Prey. So he's going to come out. You got to bring him out with 2 fouls. And how long can they afford to keep him out with a 4-point deficit? There's Croc with a near steal. And
it's like a tough slam into the side over
table. There. Yeah, well, we saw Connor a couple weeks ago. His shoulder popped out. During the game. He stayed in the game the whole time, kept his hand behind his back. He couldn't move his arm. And then there was a dead ball. He runs out in the hallway, pops it back in himself, and then tries to get himself back in the game right away.
That's
Coach
a tough guy
Coach said,
right
no,
there.
no. You go see the trainer for a little bit first.
I respect that, though. That's a guy who wants to play. I want him on my team.
That's Connor Croc.
And Brusewitz goes up. No good. Rolls around the rim. Rebounded by Shields.
Good effort there for Brusewitz. Just not able to get the roll.
All right,
so
this
again,
is Seidel.
Yeah, sorry, Matt. The goal for Newman here with Prey on the bench is just to don't get it as more than a 4-point deficit, right? Maybe do better, but don't let it slip past the 4.
You know, if that does happen, at least they are capable, though, of closing that gap with their shooting ability. But, yeah, they don't want to fall down any more than that. Is a left-hand move, and
Yeah, bailed out by the foul. This, I think, is going to go on Dahl. There was a little bit of contact down there. Yeah, it is on Dahl. It's going to be a couple of free throws coming up for Piffner. But, his take there was strong, and, it's how the Cardinals play. I was about to say it was misguided, but that's the team strategy.
Mm-hmm. This first one here is no good.
Free throws, free throws, free throws.
Yeah, and so far tonight, only 0 for 2. They've only attempted 2. Newman has, but Stratford 4 for 4. Newman 0 for 2. Number 2 here for Piffner, and he got it to make that 1 for 3, 33%. It's 19-16 with 4:30 to go in the first. The Tigers have the ball. This is Brusewitz. Takes it up, pass over to Schiller. Schiller now to Dahl. Now Ashton Wrench. Haven't seen much from Ashton Wrench points-wise, and has a few nice rebounds on defense, but nothing on the offensive side to show. Cross-court pass over to Brusewitz. Brusewitz roaming. Three-pointer from Wrench, and he got it for 3! 22-16, Tigers on top. Under 4 to go.
Yeah, a little bit of a crucial time here for Newman with under 4 minutes to go. Now they trail by 6, and it's going to be Gustafson coming back in at the next dead ball. But, yeah, depending on how this goes here, and Kroc misses, Tigers scoring a couple of these possessions, this game could get, I don't know. The way I see it right now, that momentum, and just from what I've seen, Newman may be at risk of going down by 10 by halftime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's funny because, we saw Stratford start off really well, and then things kind of, clamped up after that timeout from Coach Marquardt, and then we saw Newman kind of explode for, an infusion of 10 points or so. But then ever since then, it's been all Stratford. So besides that one little window of a few minutes where Newman's got all those points, it's been not a whole lot since.
Okay, Shields comes out, Gustafson in. For Stratford, we see Schiller exit, and who do we have there? Seitz
got
in.
Zach Seitz in the game.
All right.
This is Brusewitz now for Stratford, over to Dahl.
Yeah, again, for the Tigers here, on this possession, score it and increase your margin here. You want to, obviously you want to take your biggest margin you can into the locker room as Seitz works down low.
And that one no good. Rebounded by Fender. Now Seidel here. Under 3 to go. Almost saw a three-pointer there. Now Gustafson. Pass over to Fender. Fender guarded by Brusewitz. Now Piffner, left hand, rolls around. Excuse me, no good. And Wrench has another. So he's been there for his team on defense. That's 4 defensive rebounds for him tonight.
Mosinee 21, Medford 8 boys basketball. They play 7 minutes left in the first half. Just a little bit down Highway 153 from here.
And Mosinee lost the Thursday before Christmas to Stratford. It's a good one here at a packed stadium. That was a real fun game to call. That one rolls around, no good. 22-16 still. 2:15 to go in the first. This is Kroc. Gustafson for 3. Off the glove, almost banked it in.
Tried to bank it in. He looks at the bench like, oh, yeah, I did not intend that at all.
Well, he didn't call glass anyways, so it's all good. Now this is Dahl with it. Gets a screen there from Ulrich. Going up, fakes it. Oh, sent back by Kroc, but the foul.
Yeah, he got him with the body, did Kroc. And Kroc is coming to the bench. He's asked to come out of the game. Be Mason Prey coming in for him. Girls basketball, Neelsville leads Columbus 26-5. You can watch that game and that Mosinee game live at ZaleskiSports.com.
So now Dahl shooting free throws. He's one of the more capable free throw shooters for this Tiger team as he knocks down the first. A 7-point game. Number 2 here for Dahl. And that one way off.
Yep, didn't get the rim, so that'll be it's a free throw violation, and it'll be an inbound after the Cardinals take a timeout. So timeout on the floor, 23-16, Stratford leads. Back for more after this on Zaleski Sports.
First things first with Mid-State Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Mid-State Technical College.
A little jealous I didn't go. All right, back here at Stratford. And 23-16, Matt and I, or mainly me, but Matt and I both admiring our broadcast over at the Resch Center in Green Bay. De Pere leads Mosney 3-0 live at ZaleskiSports.com. That's boys hockey.
All right, so the Cardinals have it. Under 2 to go, down 7. You got to get some points here. No questions about it.
As we see Stratford legend Ben Barton in the building, just walking in. Current Wisconsin Badger.
Yeah, he was one of the guys on this team a few years ago that had a chance to make it the distance. This is a three-pointer knocked down by Fender.
Didn't flex that time. But they do pull back to within 4. So a couple possessions ago, Stratford had a real chance to increase the lead. Now it's back down to 4, and now we see the zone defense, 1-3-1 zone, and the Cardinals get a turnover out of it.
That was a nice play there by Prey. And now down 4, a minute to go. Got a chance here to just close that gap still. Seidel and
Dahl fouled him. It's going to be 3 free throws coming up for Mason Prey with 1:04 left. The Cardinals trail by 4, and Prey with 3 coming up from the free throw line.
Yeah, and that's huge because now, I mean, if Prey knocks on all these, it's a 1-point game, and you talked about how Stratford maybe was going to
they had they had the ball up by 6, had a chance to put it to 8, maybe 9, and now it's a 3-point game with 1:04. Just basketball is such a great sport, man.
Just the momentum, the way it switches too. It's just like a dime, just like that, and bam, just 2 for 2 right there.
First points for Prey tonight too. So he's another one of his slow first half starts, and again, warning when that has happened, he's went for 15, 18, 20, 25 points in the second half a number of times this year.
Number 3 is no good, rebounded by Schiller.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. 2-point game, under a minute left to play in the first half.
Again, Prey this season 21 points per game, so that is nothing to joke about right there. That's legit.
Yeah, and for whatever reason, a lot of them have come in the second half. That one nearly thrown away.
Schiller pass over to Wrench, corner 3 is no good. It goes right to Ulrich, though, is there. Right place, right time, 2 points.
Yeah, Seidel may have deflected that shot, but to the benefit of the Tigers.
It's now a 4-point game, 34 seconds. This is Seidel.
Newman's not going to be upset going into the halftime, no matter what the outcome is here. It's a travel on Seidel, but with some of the things that have happened, the way this game has unfolded, Coach Marquardt, at this point with 25 seconds and it's a 4-point game, he'd rather be winning, but he's not going to be that upset on the road here at Stratford, down by 4 at halftime.
This is big for Stratford because this is last possession right here. You have all a chance to take down the clock. And you could add to that. Maybe make it, a steal by Gustafson. And Prey has it. Prey goes up. Good, and the foul.
And 1, Mason Prey. And that's what Prey can do. He can take it to the rim. He's got such good body control and just such a good touch around the rim, and he showed it all there.
And again, talk about the swing of things. We just said, 4 points. It has to make it even more than that. And then they get a steal, and now it's going to be maybe a 1-point game.
Yeah, Stratford had a chance to go up by 6 or 7. And now it is a 1-point game with just under 12 seconds.
Well, the Tigers here have a chance to throw something up. This is Ashton Wrench. Gets a screen there from Ulrich. Goes up the glass. No good. And in the hands of Fender, he's going to throw it up, and that's going to be way out.
He smiles. He's laughing, headed off the floor. He's like, well, I didn't know if I would get a shot, and I did what I could.
Might
Sorry,
as well.
guys.
All right, so 25-24, our score at the half. The Tigers on top of the Newman Cardinals. We'll be back in 10 for the start of the second.
Welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski, joined today by Stratford boys basketball coach Kurt Schmidt. Coach, thanks for joining us. Remind the audience how many years you've been coaching and what in the world keeps you coming back every year.
Well, I started when I was 19, so that's a long time ago. So that would be about 28. I coached a lot of summer baseball when I was in college, Little League, Pony League, and middle school, little t-ball, all that stuff. And then I coached at Blair Taylor for a few years, JV baseball. And then I was JV baseball coach at Gallatin Trempealeau, became head baseball coach there right before I started teaching at Stratford, kind of during my student teaching time. And then at Stratford, I was JV boys coach my first year, and then head girls basketball varsity for about 4. And this one here, I'm thinking I'm in the 16 to 17 for boys, head boys. Enjoying it, love it, miss it. Just kids are great. This is like Christmas for me right now.
And a lot of us around the country, and especially here in central Wisconsin, we've always enjoyed talking to you, watching your teams play. To put a little bit of a wrap up on last year's team, conference-wise, you finished near the bottom of the conference. The end of the year, though, I thought your team got better as the season went on. You went on a 5-game winning streak before falling in a regional final over in Neillsville, in a game that you had the ball at the end, maybe a chance to do something else. So I think your team got better as the year went on. How would you grade last year's version of the Stratford Tigers boys basketball team?
You know, it's funny because the way we started, you know, the day of our first game of the season, we got a report that we had to sit out. We got exposed by a potential positive case or a positive case. So we had to sit in quarantine as a team for 2 weeks. And that set us back. And I'll tell you what, my kids were great. It was hard for them, you know, but we had 5 weeks where we had 3 games in a week. We couldn't practice like normal. And there was just a lot of hard things we had to go through. But I'll tell you what, you hit it right on the head, Jason. By the last, I would say 3rd, if not 4th of the season, I thought we could beat anybody. I mean, we went right down to the wire with everybody. That it was the top of our conference. I thought we were clicking like we were an orchestra symphony at the end of the year. And that's not exaggerating. And then we went to Neillsville and we just couldn't hit anything. And it's just kind of one of those deals in basketball where they had definitely some nice length inside, so you couldn't get a lot of easy baskets. And we were forced to live a little bit more on the outside. They took the air out of the ball too, because it was a very, very, very low scoring game. They got a lead early, and then so we had to kind of, you know, it seemed kind of shoot outside shots the majority of the time. And we didn't shoot very well. I think we shot 27 threes, and obviously we didn't come out very well there. But we had a chance at the end. I mean, we were up by 1, I think, with a minute to go. And things just didn't kind of go our way there. But, you know, I was really proud of that group. That was a great group. They battled hard all year. They loved to play. That was a fun group to finish that season off. It was hard on me to end it that way because they were just so much fun. But like you said, the growth that's like, wow, that's your reward as a coach when you can go through the adversity we did and compete every night. That's all you ask for, is to compete.
38-36, my sources tell me that final score, which for a lot of your teams over the years have been halftime scores. So you were right, low scoring game. Seniors from last year's team, I'm just reading off my list here: Riley Bauman, Cody Miller, Cale Weisenberger, Max Vanderhoof, Jake Scraw, and Keegan Weiler. Pretty good group there. What are some of the memories those guys, and maybe some of the impact that group will have in seasons to come?
Well, you know, the thing that stands out to me, they're just a fun group. There wasn't any drama with them. You know, and you don't get a lot of that, obviously, and we seldom get that. But they came every day wanting to get better and to learn. Like, they couldn't wait to come to practice. They couldn't wait to get better. It was just, they all worked hard. They all gave it all they had. I never had any effort issues out of any of them. And, you know, they're, even to this day, when they're just pleasant. They're just pleasant kids. They come from really nice families. It's a real good group. And that's what made it hard to lose that game against Neillsville. I couldn't continue with them.
Well, we get to continue with them in spirit and memory, and those are always what a coach has. And even on this side, we always get to remember all those fun moments during the season. We turn now to the 2021-22 season. Coming back from last year, one of your top scorers, Cam Dahl. What I want you to do is fill in the blanks here. Tell us about some of those other names, some of the other kids that we're going to become familiar with during this season of Tigers basketball.
Well, it's hard to mention, a few. When I look at the whole team, I really like the team. I really like the kids. I could name them all, and obviously you're looking for probably some that maybe saw maybe a bigger jump from last year initially. But Caden Bruzewitz is a real nice point guard. We have high expectations for him. He had a really nice, when we came back, he really started to come on midway through the year. Caden Griesmer is just a real nice kid who works hard, battles hard, just gives it everything he got. Devin Ulrich, works really hard, really good athlete on the basketball floor. Zach Seitz, real good rebounder, good sense of humor, works hard. Noah Barrett will be back. He'll be a senior that'll give us, a lot of good rebounding and good defensive effort, I believe. Cameron Moots, he'll give us some height, real nice kid, wants to learn. And let's see here. I don't think I'm leaving out any seniors, but I don't have my sheet of paper in front of me. But I think I've got Cam, Caden, Griesmer, Ulrich, Seitz, and Noah. Oh yeah, Brett. Brett is also another great kid coming back. Just one of those kids, nice to everybody, great to underclassmen, great attitude, but a real nice athlete. I think he'll help us tremendously defensively. And then juniors, I really got high hopes for, these guys like a Braden Schuler, who's a really good athlete. He's a nice and strong, thick kid. I'm hoping for some good post play out of him, but also the ability to shoot the basketball. And then Ashton Wrench has improved tremendously since last year. Real nice shooter, good ball handler. And then Johnny Seitz, real good defender, has really improved his game offensively. You talk about a guy with a motor. That guy has a motor. I don't think I've ever seen him tired. And then we have Isaiah Hadlock, who's going to be a contributor too. Real nice shooter, good kid. Evan Danielson, real nice, big, athletic kid. We hope he helps us in the post. And then Ben Zilke help us out with his big, huge frame. And then Brady Schmidt, we're hoping gives us a boost when we need him to be a zone buster. He's a real good shooter. So that's all my 15.
Perfect. I'm glad you were able to get through them all, because I tell people all the time, once I start naming names, you leave somebody out, you'll never hear the end of it. And it's never on purpose. It's just a lot to know all of a sudden. So we appreciate you going on the ledge, on the limb there for us, Coach. I did
hear you snoring a little bit. So
possibly it's been some early mornings with deer hunting season around here. So that's always possible, no matter what the topic is. In the regular season, you compete in the Merrillwood South. We take a look at that conference. A lot of noise over in Newman right now with their boys team. At Auburndale, Coach Weinferter always puts a good team on the floor. You got a new coach down at Assumption. You got a lot of things going on in conference. The goal is always to win conference. Where do you think, coming in, where do you think you're playing? All right, back here in Stratford, and Jason Zaleski here, Matt Dickinson on play-by-play, and let's do this, Matt. Matt's got some first half stats for us, and let's do this. Let's say they're brought to us by Stratford Homes. Take the first step in building your customized home with Stratford Homes. Visit Stratford Homes to see floor plans, schedule a tour, or begin the design of your new customized home from Stratford Homes. With a 110,000 square foot indoor construction facility that I passed by on my way here, and Model Home Village located right here in Stratford. Stratford has been an industry leader in the systems-built home market since 1973. Visit StratfordHomes.com today to get started. Matt, with our first half stats.
All right, so Cam Dahl, 10 points to the Stratford Tigers. He leads them. Then Ulrich behind him with 6. Griesmer with 4, and then a couple other guys with 2. And then for the Cardinals, leading the charge is Isaac Seidel. He has 6, and then Mason Prey with 5, and Jackson Fender with 5 as well.
Well, as we said a few times in the closing part of that first half, Stratford had a chance to go up by as many as 9 in the end of that half, and now we see here to start the second half, Newman in the lead by 1.
Yeah, the 2-pointer from Prey, and 26-25. Now the Tigers' first possession of the half. Bruzewitz has it. He is going over, looking pass to Wrench. Wrench top of the key, now Cam Dahl. And Griezmer now with it. Corner Wrench. Saw Wrench knocked on a 3-pointer before, nothing since then. Wrench goes up, rolls around, no good. Got the rebound though. Second chance points, got it for 2. It's a nice 2 there from Wrench. Puts the Tigers back on the top. Now he has 5. Tigers lead 27-26. 17 to go. This is Prey. Prey over to Gustafson. Now Seidel baseline. Pass. Going up. Thiffner sent back. It's going to be a foul on Wrench. That will send Thiffner to the line. So Thiffner tonight 1 for 2 from the free throw line. He has 4 points. Attempt number 1 is too short.
Update from Wisconsin Rapids, Marathon 42, Assumption 24. So Marathon, again, doing what we thought they would, and taking it to the Royals tonight.
Number 2 no good as well, 0 for 2 there. Griezmer has it, and now the Tigers able to, fortunately, allow no points on that possession after the foul.
Yeah, very fortunate, and I know we didn't have a chance to go through free throw stats. We'll do that during our next timeout, but I'd like to know about those. That could go a long way towards the outcome of our game. As Wrench from inside.
Wrench has 7 now. Tigers lead by 3, and yeah, you look at the stat sheet. Tigers only missed 1. That Dahl missed that one that didn't touch. That 3-pointer knocked down. The 3 from Seidel.
Yeah, they just, like I said right off the bat, Matt, when this game started, they just keep shooting and shooting and shooting. They don't care what the scoreboard says. They're going to shoot until the final horn, and then they'll look at the scoreboard and they're like, oh, hey, look at that, we won. Or, whatever.
Yeah, and that 3-pointer by Seidel ties it up. That was a nasty shot. He has been on the money. 3 3-pointers made.
He's been on the money now for a couple of years. He's some kind of outside shooter.
Dahl tries that one, airballs it.
Yeah, that shot affected by Kroc.
And Wrench is fouled. So Wrench goes to the line. And Wrench had, I believe it was the Stratford tournament, had some troubles with his free throw shooting where he was, after he jumped, crossing the line. So he was getting called for the violation there. Seems like since then he has things cleaned up. We'll see here. First one, no good, rolls around.
I mentioned that Mosney hockey game over at the Resch Center. Now, you've been in Mosney before at the gym. On the scoreboard, they've got the ability to put video up there. They are putting our hockey broadcast in the gym on the video board during the basketball game.
That is pretty cool. Second one made by Wrench. He has 8. Tigers lead by 1. 15:30 to go.
Sorry, Matt. I've been told for a long time Mosney's a hockey town. I don't know how anybody can decide those kind of things, but that's what I've been told. And maybe that kind of goes towards proving it.
Yeah, no kidding. If that were Stratford, it'd definitely be football or something going on.
Yeah, if there's a football game going on at the same time, they'd put that up somewhere as Shields to the rack.
Shields with that left-hand shot, got it, and now the Cardinals on top, 31-30.
Well, Matt, we kind of got the game that we came here to see. It looks like this is going to be fun coming down the final 15 minutes here tonight.
Yeah, sure is. As that pass inside, knocked away, a steal. Oh, Prey, open shot, and the slam! Mason Prey for 2.
All right, there you go, Matt.
I've been waiting all season for that. I'm glad I finally saw it.
Yeah. 3-point lead. According to my notes, largest lead for Newman tonight.
Yeah, surprising to think that, only 3-point lead as their largest, but yeah, they've kind of been playing from behind this whole time, but hung in there and now on top.
Well, Wrench got Kroc up in the air, and Kroc, it looks like it may come out here for a little bit.
So 14:26 to go, a 3-point game. Tigers will inbound, and Schiller comes in that's like Griezmer, and then
yeah, Croc's got 3 fouls now, so he's going to sit. Kind of keep an eye on that too. 14:26 when Connor Croc comes out. You would suspect he won't reappear until after the 10-minute mark in the second half.
Yeah, last thing you want is to lose one of your best players here in this game. So the smart move there by Coach.
Yeah. Again, the Cardinals though aren't uncomfortable with that. They've played like this all year. This is their strategy.
Dahl with it for the Tigers, down 3 now. And the long 3-pointer, no good. Rebounded though by Schiller. Gets the bounce to him. Now Bruce was in the corner for 3. No good.
Yeah,
dead ball.
They're going to get a foul behind on Schiller. Yeah, he pushed going up for that rebound. So Stratford foul according to the scoreboard. That's first on Schiller, second on the Tigers here in the half.
Yes, the nice thing to the Tigers is they've stayed out of foul trouble, at least for them. I mean, no one, I think maybe there's one player who has 3, but outside of that, it's been pretty low-key for them with the fouls tonight. This is Seidel with it over to Fender. Fender looking, guarded by Bruswitz inside, tipped away. Schiller has it, a steal for the Tigers.
Nice job, help side there for the Tigers on the defense. Again, both teams have been playing man for the most part tonight. Here's Seitz working around, and jump ball is going to be the call there. Yeah, both teams generally, Stratford's played man defense the whole night. Newman's played it about 90% of the night. And when you do that, you're playing man defense, and that the screen comes from this side, or the ball is moving from one side to the other. That other side of that defense, even though you're on your man, they still got to kind of have eyes for everything and see everything. And now on the inbound, they're going to call the foul on Piffner. So Piffner with 3, Croc with 3, both will come to the bench, and we're going to have Zhang Xiaolo in for the Cardinals. Zhang Xiaolo, bit of an outside threat for Newman.
One is good by Dahl.
Dahl right off the inbound. Nobody looked at Cam Dahl. Easy points for the Tigers.
So Dahl has 12 now. It's a 1-point game. 13 to go here.
Yeah, and this is going to be an offensive foul on the Cardinals. I think this is going to come on Shields. Yep, so Shields called with the offensive foul on the screen. We've seen Newman get charged with those with that kind of foul a couple times already here today, and another one here. Give the ball right back to the Tigers.
So now the Tigers have it. Down by 1. They have a chance here now to take the lead. Let's see who that comes from. And we've seen Dahl tonight with 12. And Wrench, he has 8 tonight. That one to Seitz under the basket, looking, got it out to Wrench. Wrench in the wing, gets it to Schiller.
So Newman now back in the zone.
Wide open, here. 3-pointer. No good. No good from Dahl, and Lowe has it.
Yeah, and that's the right move offensively for the Tigers. Try to pass it over the top of that zone, work that ball side to side, just not able to get the shot to fall.
And that was the guy to go to too with Dahl. I mean, wide open shot, just unfortunate miss. Seidel 3-pointer, fade away, no good. Now Wrench going inside himself, no good. Seitz has a second chance, got it.
Yep, and 1 for Zach Seitz, and again, there's the Tigers able to attack inside on the Cardinals.
So Zach Seitz at the line here. Wish we had his stats for free throw attempts, but I don't think there's anything there.
Well, it depends what Coach Schmidt sent in.
Stratford does a good job, though. They send in a lot of...
Yeah, he sent in a little bit. You're saying that Seitz 4 for 8 from the free throw line on the season. So 50% free throw shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah, flip a coin.
It's a chance for a 2-point lead. 12:16 to go. That one is going to be no good.
Okay, free throw percent now less than 50% on the year.
Owen Sullivan got the rebound. I think we've seen Sullivan for the first time tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Or
yeah, no, he's in for the first time tonight as...
that one, pray for 2. Now 35-34, Newman on top.
We got Gustafson and Shields and Piffner all on the bench for the Cardinals, although Connor Croc going to check back in. I thought we wouldn't see him till under 10, And depending on the next dead ball, it still could be the case, but he sits at the scorers table now with 11 at the 11:50 mark.
Lost ball there, and Seitz has it.
Yeah, 2 more free throws coming up for Zach Seitz.
Yeah, now the Tigers need Seitz here. You know, I think it's fair to say you need to make them at this point, or you'd like to, but I just think with everything matters, and you want to make all of these.
Tight game, 11:37 left. Yeah, I mean, free throws are just crucial.
Seitz gets that one.
Got it to roll in, did Seitz. Here comes Kroc now, 11:37 left with the 3 fouls. Lowe comes out, and they get Cam Dahl checking in for the Tigers.
All right, 35-35, number 2 coming up here from Seitz. And that's going to be short again.
Okay, so he stays at about 50% on the year. Shooting his average here tonight.
Seidel has it. Over to Prey. Prey rolling. Now Kroc. Kroc's going to pull up. Oh, no, passes it over to Sullivan. And a three-pointer there contested. No good. Rebound by Ulrich. Now Wrench has it for Stratford. The Tigers here tied up at 35, 11 to go. Cam Dahl to Schiller. Go over to Wrench in the wing.
Yeah, 1-3-1 zone here for the Cardinals.
Three-pointer knocked down by Dahl.
And Dahl shoots right over the top of it. Tigers take the lead with 10:50 left.
Dahl has 15.
And we're going to get a dribbling violation. Ball turned back over to the Tigers. So we've had an offensive foul on Newman. Now the dribbling violation the last couple minutes. And again, Matt, we keep talking about a tight game and close on the scoreboard, and those things matter. Like the free throws, but as we come down the stretch here in the fourth quarter, if you want to look at it that way, these things matter.
Oh, nice job there to pull or hold off, and no good. Then Ulrich, no good. Still rolling around, out of bounds. See the call. I think it's going to be Newman's ball.
No, they're going to call Stratford's ball. Yeah, Prey didn't want to take a dive into the 5th row there, and I don't blame him.
Neither do I.
You could tell the thought crossed his mind, but he said, "No, I'm gonna play this whole game instead of saving this one ball."
Hey, it's not going to die on that hill.
All right,
over to Brusewitz. On the corner is Schiller. 3-point lead. Tigers up. 10 to go. It's a big possession. You can increase by 2 possessions here if you're able to convert. Still a lot of time, but every possession matters. That 3-pointer, no good. Dahl comes down with it.
Cardinals not able to get the rebound. It's going to be a foul on Sullivan. And again, that toughness. The Tigers aren't really taller than the Cardinals, but in this game, they've just been tougher on the inside.
Yeah, and they have a physical team, and all these guys, I see them in the weight room all the time. I mean, these guys, I know you mentioned before Fender, you need to get in the gym. All these Tiger guys, I see them lifting all the time. So
well, and the other thing too with the blonde hair and the headbands, they're also in their spare time they're a Van Halen cover band. Are these Tigers?
Yeah.
It's quite a look out there on the floor. Cardinals having a little bit of trouble. Now they get across the timeline.
Out of the hands and no foul.
No foul, and the ball was tipped there by Brusewitz, but then last off the hands of Seidel, and another turnover for the Cardinals.
Yeah, the turnovers have been, they're starting to really creep up on Newman now. But also, mentioned before, the offensive rebounding by the Tigers has really helped them out this game.
Another look in Wisconsin Rapids Marathon 57, Assumption 31. So Red Raiders up by 26 in Wisconsin Rapids.
That 3-pointer there by Wrench, no good. Now this one attempted by Dahl, rolls around off target to the right, out of bounds, and it will be Tiger ball.
Yeah, Connor Kroc did his best sales job on the official there to say, no, I got hit from behind. That's why the ball went over there. Well, nice effort, kid. Nice effort.
9:28 to go. Tigers lead by 3. Inbound there to Griesmer. We haven't seen a whole lot of him from this, with rebounds or points so far in this game.
Look at the struggles that the Cardinals are having finding a rebound against the Tigers. Been a real problem.
And that's, not only is that, it's really important now because look at the scoreboard too. I was thinking about this. It's only 38-35. I mean, where we've seen these teams score, this is a low-scoring game.
Yeah.
This plays into the Tigers, with their defense. This is, the ball's in their court now. I mean, quite literally, but also in that sense too.
Foul comes on Ulrich about 25 feet from the basket. Ill-advised, as they say. Mosney leads Medford boys basketball 31-30 with 13 left to play. Great Northern Conference basketball live on Zaleski Sports.
Screen there from Seidel. Prey has it. Over to Piffner, back to Prey. Kroc, open look. No good.
Yeah, you went up confident, weak side board for Piffner. Putback's not there.
Brewswitz has for Stratford, got it into Dahl. Under the basket, no one there. No from behind, knocked away, but the foul.
Well, foul's going to come on Sullivan. It'll send Ulrich to the free throw line. Tigers up by 3, 8:47 left to play. Girls basketball update. Cloverbelt girls basketball. Neilsville leads Columbus Catholic 46-7. It's a big score.
Ulrich 2 for 2 tonight. Make that 3 for 3. And that makes it a 4-point game.
Stevens Point leads Marshfield hockey 4-0 at the end of the second period. They play 3 periods in hockey, by the way. For you not hockey fans, we're going to get a timeout Cardinals. And Matt, you got something for us during the timeout?
Yes,
all right,
I
40-35 Stratford Cardinals timeout.
Hawkins Ash CPAs is a certified public accounting firm that is big enough to serve you but small enough to care. Accounting professionals in the firm's marshaled office provide local tax and accounting services and are backed with resources and support of 9 other offices and more than 150 team members. Contact Hawkins Ash CPAs in Marshfield for all your tax and accounting needs. You can also visit online at hawkinsash.cpa to learn more.
Tax season's here. I just read the IRS will start taking tax filings on January 24th. Of course, everybody loves the IRS, right?
I know, it's everyone's best friend.
Well, that's just it, right? I mean, it's something that people don't really want to deal with. I don't want to deal with. And Hawkins Ash will just take that right off your plate, and they'll go to battle with the IRS for you. All right, so we got a 5-point game here. Newman, and I said this, kind of funny how things kind of repeat during a basketball game, but it was with a minute left or maybe a minute and a half in that first half. I said Newman would be good with a 4-point disadvantage going into halftime. They only trailed by 1 going into the half. Well, here with 8:47 left, they're very comfortable trailing by 5 with the 3-point shooters and the attacking scoring that they have. They're not concerned at all yet with 8:47 left trailing by 5.
And even also, are they not concerned with having the Tigers in the bonus now, too? Or is this something to maybe...
No, they're just going to keep shooting the ball. But, on the other hand, Tigers, they're playing their game, defensive game.
That 3 from Kroc, no good. They didn't really have any spin on it. Kind of a weird shot there. Well, the Tigers have it up by 5, 8:30 to go.
Yeah, on the other hand, Stratford feel pretty good about having a 5-point lead, being a defensive-minded team, as Sullivan there with the block, or Gustafson, sorry, right? Yeah, with the block. Stratford feels pretty comfortable, too. They're up by 5. They're at home. We play good defense, and they feel pretty comfortable. It's just and this is why this game was so interesting to a lot of people, just opposing styles. And yet, on the scoreboard, as a bank shot there is good by Dahl, both teams feel comfortable with where the score is at, and it's not tied.
Yeah. Now a 7-point lead for Stratford, so I think it's the largest lead we've seen from them, if I'm not mistaken. It's been close. It's up there.
Yeah, you heard the contact from here. That's going to be a foul on Ulrich because he caught the arm of Mason Prey. Pair of free throws coming up for Mason.
So Ulrich has 3 now, and that's their team 5th. Prey is 3 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. That one too short.
Yeah, and they actually changed that, or I didn't get it right. They're going to call Schiller with the body and not Ulrich on the arm.
I think that's better for Stratford because late in this game they're going to need Ulrich's defense, and keep a foul off of his record is going to be nice.
So Prey gets a couple, 6-point game. Oh, he missed the first one.
Yep.
Right? No, he made both.
No,
he made both.
Oh, the first one was short off the front, unless I'm...
Well, It went from a 7-point lead to a 5-point lead.
Interesting.
now they changed it back. Okay.
We've had that a few times where I'm second guessing, but yeah, there we go. It's that one good. Griezmer with a big 3-point shot. The Tigers up by 9. That floater no good. Dahl has it. 9-point lead with 7:30 to go. You know, Caden Griezmer talked about that game, 19 points, a lot of rebounds. How he said it might, that confidence is there. He had that big game, that kind of like that maybe breakout game, to put it that way. And you see a big shot there in a big moment. Caden Griezmer doing what he can for the Tigers to help them win this one tonight. No good from Schiller.
And we're going to have a Newman foul, though, and it's going to equal a free throw opportunity for Cam Dahl. And so I talked a minute ago with a 5-point lead. Both teams felt pretty good at where they were. A made free throw or two here by Cam Dahl, and it's a double-digit lead with 7 minutes left. And Newman may have to think about doing something a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, just like that, we talked before how just in an instant things, momentum can change. And I was kind of thinking, okay, it's 5-point lead, but Newman, just like that, can come right back. But now you see the Tigers up by 10, and you're like, what just happened? 10-point game. Dahl attempting his second shot. And it is good.
Yeah, so a couple of big free throws there for Cam Dahl. That stretches this into an 11-point lead for the Tigers. And now they do feel good, and the Cardinals begin to perhaps have a little doubt that can be solved in these next 7 minutes. We're not done yet as Prey to the rack.
Excuse me, Prey with a nice shot there. He's got 12. Back to a 9-point game. Under 7 to go. Wrench has it. Over to Schiller.
Yeah, again, Tigers passing over the top of that zone defense. Now Schiller left alone.
That one too short from Schiller. It's been off target tonight. No points for Braden Schiller. Prey, just smart move there. Throws it up, gets the foul.
Again, you just see his body control, his just unique, almost rare ability to find his way through traffic there as he dribbled around or danced around Brusewitz, able to draw the contact, not able to make the shot, but a couple of free throws for Mason Prey.
Prey tonight, 12 points. Make that 13.
And then just 5 in the first half, so Cardinals need Mason Prey here. They need him and a couple others to find an 8-point comeback.
Shooting 5 of 7, and now 6 of 8 from the free throw line. 7-point game, 6:20 to go. Brusewitz to Dahl. For 3, Wrench, no good. Let's see what that call is.
It's going to be another foul on the Cardinals, Matt. Yeah, this will be on Seidel.
And that puts Dahl at the line, and Seidel at 4.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, so with 6:11 left to one of their top scoring threats with 4 fouls.
And also, if I'm not mistaken, the Tigers in the double bonus now with 10 team fouls against them, correct? Or
yep.
Yeah. Dahl makes that one. He has 20. It's almost half of the Tigers' points tonight.
Matt, there's a saying, big-time players and big-time games. And there's Dahl, another made free throw. And the lead back to 10 for the Tigers.
And that's what the Tigers looking for, someone to kind of step up and fill that role. They don't have like one standout breakaway player, kind of like a lot of these other teams do. They just play so good as a team. And every night we always have someone different. And sometimes, like the other game, it was Caden Griezmer. This game is Cam Dahl. We've seen Brusewitz before. Everyone, Wrench just has a big game. They take over, and it's nice for, I think, Coach at least to know that he can always rely on at least someone to have a big game in these big spots.
I misspoke there. My abacus was wrong. 9-point lead for the Tigers.
This is Prey, pass over to Gustafson. Piffner.
Not many people do math with an abacus these days, no. But I still got it right here.
Oh, wow. Oh, interesting. Croc didn't shoot the 3.
Yep, an offensive
foul. He
called
the charge.
Yeah, he passed up, like you said, Matt. He passed up the wide open 3, decided to put the ball on the ground. The problem for Connor Croc was Tiger defense didn't go for the shot fake. They held their ground, and Croc barreled right through it.
I think he's regretting that one now. Could have had,
foul number 4 now for Croc. So foul at both Seidel and Croc, 2 top scorers for these Cardinals on the bench with 4 fouls.
Yep, and Croc comes off. Tigers got it. 9-point lead. 5.5 to go.
So Bears repeating with Marathon well on their way to a win at Assumption. They'll move to 7-1 in conference. As it stands now, the Tigers would move to 7-1, and Newman with a loss at Marathon, and if you're counting it here at Stratford, so you lose against the top 2 competitors in the Merriwood South, and you're in 3rd place.
Griesmer, three-pointer.
Griesmer for 3! Yeah, big moment there for Caden Griesmer. Coach Marquardt calls a timeout. We will take that timeout. 4:56 left to play. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Rustic Redefined is the area's boutique clothing store for women and children. You'll find a personalized shopping experience with unique and trendy styles to choose from. Rustic Redefined specializes in affordable clothes and accessories with red carpet service. Find your individual style at Rustic Redefined on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids and Rustic Redefined on Facebook.
Interesting conversation there in the Newman timeout huddle as Coach Marquardt said, guys, you got 5 minutes to go show what you can do. Let's end this game better than we've been playing it. So I don't think that's necessarily a white flag, but it's interesting comments. But they do have 5 minutes to find 12 points.
Well, I mean, this is the team that's capable of doing it. If there's any team out there that could muster
we're
a
not
comeback,
done yet.
you know, this is definitely the team.
But danger alert, though, for the Cardinals.
Yeah, because now you have to be smart with your shots. You can't be wasting possessions, just throwing things up. You have to also be smart. As that one tipped, stolen, Dahl has it. Tigers got it, 4:30 to go.
And I was attempting to dissect it. Tigers may have slipped into his own defense there coming out of that timeout.
This is Brusewitz over to Dahl. Tigers could try to milk some clock here. You know, that's kind of the benefit of having no shot clock, because you can just take your time. As Dahl, three-pointer, no good.
In and out. Ulrich, offensive rebound.
Can't get that one, and Wrench has it. Wrench goes and is fouled.
Well, I talked about it about 30 seconds in. I'm going to talk about it now with 4:09 left. The Tigers in the paint, too much for the Cardinals tonight.
The rebounding is insane. I think that has been the story tonight. It's just creating all those extra possessions. The Tigers, all the guys can do it. Wrench can do it, being one of the shorter guys on the team. Obviously, Ulrich, Dahl, Griesmer, all those guys.
Well, like I said, there's no height discrepancy. It's been a toughness, and maybe I just wanted more discrepancy between the two inside tonight.
So the Tigers lead by 13.
13 going on 14. Keep it at 13.
That one no good.
Okay, so you give up a foul and a point down on that side, and Cardinals on the comeback recipe cannot come up empty-handed on any possession down the floor. Under 4 to play.
Piffner has it now. Pass over to Seidel. Kroc doesn't go for the three. Instead pulls up there, and no good. Rebounded by Griesmer. Tigers got it. 3:40 to go, up by 13.
If the Tigers were in a zone that last time down, they were in a man this time. And Kroc had an open look, just shot it too long.
All right, now the Tigers ball. This is Brusewitz with it. Dahl's like he's wide open, trying to call for the pass. Doesn't get it. Now Brusewitz.
Yeah, like you said that last time down, Matt, Tigers very happy to take any time off the clock that they so choose to, and now we get a foul on the floor, but in the double bonus, it's going to be Brusewitz to the line for 2 as Mason Prey picks up his 3rd.
Yeah, and speaking of the time, that's what Bonduel, me and Gavin did Bonduel and Stratford girls basketball yesterday. Bonduel had a huge lead, and then Stratford started coming back in the second half, but Bonduel said there's not enough time. We're at a point where if we just take some clock down, 30 seconds each possession, there's not enough time for them to come back. So they did that and won handily.
Yep, Tigers on the verge here of closing it out from the free throw line.
Yeah, 14-point lead. Brusewitz has 3 points tonight, make that 4, all coming from the free throw line.
All right, 3 to play.
3-pointer from Prey. No good. Riesmer has it. 15-point game, under 3 to go.
Yeah, Tigers again cleaning the glass. No second chance opportunities for the Cardinals tonight.
Dahl spinning over to Wrench.
Yep, had the open baseline there, but now you see the Tigers strategy on full display here. They are going to run clock, which is absolutely the right thing to do.
Ooh, tipped away by Gustafson.
Yeah,
nice block.
Yep, blocked Dahl there. Here come the Cardinals right back down the floor.
3-pointer is good. Seidel for 3. He has 12. Make that a 12-point game, 2 then, 2 to go.
Yeah, just not sure for the Cardinals that there's enough time left, and I know there's not enough fouls left, so I don't think the strategy is. Yeah, what a dish and a dime to Ulrich there. And not only is there not enough time left, there's not enough fouls left because a couple of these guys on the floor, the next foul, they're out of the game.
Prey there for 2, just trying their best. Back to a 12-point game.
Yeah, you don't have enough fouls left. You can send them to the free throw line and get extra possessions, but you're going to lose players if you do it.
Yeah, you see 3 and 4 and 3 and 4. All their, it's just so many fouls.
So timeout left. We got anybody else to talk about, Matt, before we finish up our final 146?
Spectrum Benefit Solutions has offices located all throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. So our score 57-45, 12-point game here, and Jason, it does seem like it's probably out of reach for Newman. I don't know if they're going to have enough time, and you said before the foul, so able to come back in this one.
Yeah, in the world of golf, in match play, when you're up by as many holes that are left to play, they call that dormy, right? Now, that's a word that's not in our dictionary probably,
well, it's
but
not in my vernacular,
it's over in the Scottish dictionary, but they call that dormy, and that's where the best you can do is tie in that case. That's just math. I think we're beyond dormy here. I think Stratford has, again, with a minute 46 left, I don't see, and I will use a poker term, I don't see any outs left for the Cardinals here. Just don't see it.
Yeah, 1:45 to go. They're going to need some sort of miracle, and those don't come around too often. So
I bet you didn't know we were going to talk about golf and poker tonight.
Did not expect
I didn't know either.
But here we are.
I had no idea either.
Wrench with it, double teamed, and tipped. Got a possession there. Seidel. Or sorry, that's Kroc.
Yeah, Kroc, Brusewitz on the foul, and are they going to send him to the line for 2? They do call that a shooting foul, so 2 free throws coming up for Connor Kroc. So Newman with a chance with the clock stopped at 1:31 to score a couple.
Connor Kroc, only 4 points now. We saw, early in this game, I think he had the first 4 points, may have been, and since then it's just been, it's been tough sledding out there for him.
Able to get that one to bang down, but I don't, Newman at this point would need 5 more of those steals.
Mm-hmm. Gets another one, and that's 6 for Kroc. 10-point game, 1:30 to go.
Yeah, 6 well off his season average.
Dahl holds on to it, pass to Ulrich, who keeps it alive. Got it in back to Brusewitz. And Dahl bounces it. Ulrich up, fouled.
Okay, so you get the foul there. You take away the automatic 2. Now it's 4 fouls on Piffner. But Ulrich now with a chance to get the 2 from the free throw line.
First one from Ulrich, no good.
Okay, so just the tiniest sliver of light left for the Cardinals.
But we're talking about rebounding. If Ulrich misses this one, it's still got to get that rebound if you're Newman.
Yeah, you're right.
Been tough for him.
They have had struggles all night long with it.
Gustafson there for it, though. Maybe some life for Newman.
A little bit of light, little.
3-pointer, no good by Kroc. And Dahl has it.
That door may have just closed on the Cardinals with that miss.
Now Griezmer and the Tigers operation just milks some clock. Brusewitz over to Wrench. 42 to go, 10-point game.
Well, I know after this, our Nasonville Dairy post-game show coming up. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com. It'll be Coach Kurt Schmidt from the Stratford Tigers coming up to talk to Matt Dickinson and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game. So make sure to stay tuned for that after the final buzzer. We are not done by far.
Yeah, it'll be fun talking to Coach. Coach Schmidt always has a nice, elaborate answer. I mean, you could ask him.
He's got stuff to say.
Yeah, you just ask him a simple question, and he'll go on and on. It's awesome. It's great. So
it'll be Stratford and Marathon at 7-1. It's going to be Newman falling to 6-2 and losing to both Stratford and Marathon. It's a free throw violation. They'll wave it off. So you think of Newman, and they got a full timeout here. Hey, let's take a timeout. What do you think, Matt? Back for the final 36 seconds right after this on Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love home furniture. Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970, in 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture. West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and...
30 to go, Tigers ball. And they're going to foul. I guess that's all they really can do there, I guess. I mean, it's over, but...
Like I said, they're poker term. They don't have any outs left.
Yeah.
They, no matter what card gets turned up next on the river, it's not going to matter. Tigers have the winning hand at this point, and as we were just talking about, Matt, so Marathon with a half-game lead, even though they've got the same number of losses, but because Marathon beat Stratford. So Marathon technically in first place, but Stratford right there with them at 7-1. And again, Newman falls to 6-2. And with a 3-game discrepancy, because not only would they need to continue to win all their games, but they would need to be a game clear of those other 2, even though everybody gets to play each other one more time. So it could be, by the end of it, Matt, it could just be one jumbled mess at the end.
Yeah,
it could be.
I'm in the Stratford broadcast. I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
I think when Marathon and Stratford meet again the second time, things will be much different than the first game. I think that the Stratford team, it's going to be here, the Tiger crowd. I think what those who saw in the first matchup, I think things might be a different outcome. Not going to jinx anything, but, speaking of jinxes, though, in that game, I was trying to jinx Marathon and it wasn't working. So
then it don't work.
Don't work. It's just... Yeah, while we were in the middle of the Marathon crowd. I was doing everything I could.
You were in hostile territory that night. Yeah.
That's always fun.
Coach Schmidt says no fouls.
No good.
And we're going to get a push-off on Prey. It's going to go to the Tigers on the rebounding foul on Mason Prey. So again, a Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming up here in just a little bit. It'll be Matt Dickinson on the court talking to Coach Kurt Schmidt and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game. Who'd you decide on?
Cam Dahl. I think 21 points speaks for itself. He's made some nice shots. I mean, there's a lot of good candidates. There always is, but we've talked to Cam a few times this year, but I think tonight he's earned the honors with that performance and their biggest win of the season by far. Yeah, so it's officially a disqualification for Mason Prey. He finishes his night with 17 seconds left. Ulrich makes another one there. This is just, for the stat book now. Yeah. And number 2. Fire away a 3. That one no good. Dahl gets a rebound. And they're going to, a little bit of frustration, a little bit of, you know what, we came here, we rode the bus over here, we paid our dues, we're going to
fight to the bitter end.
Yeah. Yeah, I mentioned before, it's like at the end of the game, it's like, yeah, I understand that, but it's like, what are we doing sometimes?
You just get a little frustrated. A little bit boils over sometimes. Nothing malicious there, but with 9 seconds left, maybe you would have wished the 9 seconds would have ran off the clock.
Yeah. All right, Dahl here now is 22.
Yeah, he's already in the highlight house now.
Yeah,
he's just pouring it on.
23. How about that? I think that could be. No, I don't think it's a season high. I think his high came back a few days before Christmas against
26
Edgar.
or 27.
Yeah, it was something huge.
They're going to count it, but it doesn't go. And our final score: Stratford 63, Newman 47. We will get ready for our Nasonville Dairy postgame show as Matt heads down to the floor to catch up with Coach Kurt Schmidt. Stay tuned.
Coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill's Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill's Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center.
Welcome back to Stratford, everyone. I am joined by Cam Dahl, our player of the game. And Cam, huge performance, 23 points. You guys just tacked it on at the end. Just kind of take me through tonight's game.
Well, we knew they were mainly a two-man team, so we came out with the mentality of lock those two guys down, limit as many threes as we could limit them to, and we did it. Dev put in some good defensive work. We were locking them down the whole game, and we did what we wanted to, executed what we wanted.
And then also I want to say your teammates. I mean, it's hard to pick the player of the game. Everyone's doing so good, but you have any nice things to say about your team today and the performance that they also helped you
today
with?
We were all getting after the boards. We knew that was a weak point for them. Decided to go hard in the paint, and it ended up panning out. We were getting a lot of loose ball fouls on rebounds, and that led us the bonus early in the second half and really let us take off from the game.
All right, sounds good.
Yes, sir. I'm Camden Dahl, and I'm in the house.
All right, congrats, Cam. Good game, dude. Take care. All right, now I'm joined by Coach. And Coach, first off, congratulations on the big win. Take me through tonight's game.
What did I think of tonight's game?
Yeah.
The music, I feel like teenagers around me. First thing I want to say is I hope you're doing well at home, Missy. I miss you, and thank you for everything you've done for me. So I want to shout out to my wife. But I thought it was a great win for our guys. I think we only had 4 or 5 turnovers. That's very, very good. I thought we did a really good job on their 2 best players. I think we held one of them, Seidel, for 12 points, and then Prey had 18. And then I just thought we managed the game at the end very, very well. I was very pleased with our effort and our overall tenacity and just playing smart basketball tonight.
So now you guys move on to 11-1 on the season. This game was huge because now you're in the driver's seat, per se. Like if you guys would have lost this game, you could have been out of contention for conference. How do you feel now? Your biggest win of the season for sure, going on from this point forward.
Well, we got to keep getting better. I mean, it's a grind. It's a tough conference. Any of the teams we play can get you. You got to be ready and you got to be focused. I mean, we had some big shots at the end by Caden Griesmer again. He's really starting to really catch on fire offensively for us, and very, very happy with some big shots that he had at the end.
Yeah, Caden made that big 3 late, and that what I thought was that kind of things changed from there, and it seemed the guys were going to win the game after that. So, Coach, thanks and congratulations and good luck.
All right, thank you.
All right, so now we'll go to the Nasonville Dairy post-game show and be back for the breakdown of this game after that.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Welcome back, everybody, here at Stratford. The final in this one, the Tigers win 63-47. Go through a breakdown on this one. Cam Dahl, 23 points for Stratford, our player of the game. Ashton Wrench with 9. Caden Gruswitz with 4. Devin Ulrich with 12. Caden Gruswitz with 10. He had that big 3-point shot, and Coach mentioned his offense is coming on strong now, and I think we'll be talking to Caden some more this season as we get into the latter half of the year. And Zach Seitz with 3. For the Newman Cardinals, Mason Prey with 18, Seidel with 12, Croc with 6, Hiffner with 4, Fender with 5, and Shields with 2. For that, the Tigers move on to 11-1 on the season. So now they're in the driver's seat. Now this is where they have a chance at conference. This game was huge. They won this game, and you saw their defense, how well they played. This team's ready to go. I mentioned before about Marathon. In respect to Marathon, but this Tiger team, I think, is different performance, different outcome coming in the second game this season here at Stratford. For the Cardinals, they move on to 10-3, and their conference hopes are squashed. It's going to take a miracle and a half for them to be able to win conference, but not all hope is lost for later in the season. But for conference, you want to be able to win that, and unfortunately for the Cardinals, a good team, but they fall tonight to the Tigers. So for that, our final in this one, 62-47, the Tigers win. I'm Matthew Dickinson, Kevin Zelk, my partner, and Jason the boss, Jason Zaleski, tuned in, gave us some color commentary. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Hope you guys did as well. Have a great night, guys.